guest, Shahryar Akhtar, acting principal, Chuara Adorsho Degree College, and our respected organizer and former head teacher of Chuara Girls High School, Mr. Tajul Islam sir. I'm very delighted to be a part of this wonderful event, English Teaching and Learning Orientation Program. Thank you all for having me. This is Madhavir Khan Prothoma, a student of class 10, reading in Shahid Uttam Lesson and our Girls College from Dhaka. I was also the former General Secretary and President of my school's English Language Club. And I'm very thankful to the Chief Guest and organizer for inviting me to give a speech here. I'll be giving some of my opinions and suggestions to how our institutions should teach English. Firstly, I would note out that our English teachers usually teach English grammar-based and like textbook-based, which is not always good. I feel like grammar is important, but on some aspects, when learning writing, grammar is important. But when we're talking in English, some students kind of feel nervous because what am I gonna say if I don't know grammar? Grammar is not always important, and that's the main problem of our students, of our country students. Our country students are very wonderful in writing, but when it comes to speaking, they kind of stutter. They kind of feel nervous, like what will people think? What will I say? What if I do something wrong? So I feel like to get out of that area of underconfidence, teachers should play role plays, dialogue, and debates within their classes so that students feel a bit more confident. So I think this is a personal suggestion of me to the teachers so that they can do it like that. Students will feel more comfortable and they will have more fun in learning English. And secondly, I would like to talk about English Language Club and why it's important. English, as a former member of English Language Club, I can tell that how much it helped me throughout my life. Before I was very underconfident and I couldn't speak at all. But my teachers and all my other members and panel members, they helped me push it. They helped me talk better. And as a president, I myself created some events where students would talk and give extempore speeches. We even made debates within our students that they can talk more confidently. They can get out of their area and they can learn more. So we made these kind of events, and we would also take our students to different events in different schools. We would divide them into different segments, and we would teach them. If imagine there's an extempore speech segment, we would divide those students differently and teach them, give them random topics and tell them to speak about it so that they can become better in the program and we can win prizes and they can get a different experience. And this is, I feel like English club is important because it boosts your confidence, and it's also good for your future resumes, and it boosts your confidence definitely. So now I would like to talk about how I learned English and how I am so better. My grandfather, actually the organizer, he has a huge impact on me talking like this. Actually, people usually tell me that I have this British accent, and my grandfather also has this British accent, so that's how I got it. He taught me how to talk, he taught me how to speak. He was the push to my bicycle. He was just pushing me that, oh, you should speak like this, you should speak like that. This way it will sound better, this way it will sound better. So that's how I just learned it. And my English teachers and my club's moderators, they also helped me hugely. They were constantly giving me speeches that say this to your juniors, say this to that. So that's how I learned it. I also used to watch English movies and songs and animes. Those helped me. I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter, and I learned my British accent throughout watching Harry Potter with subtitles. That's how I just got half of my English. So I think these are the more useful methods for a student to learn English. If you have time, you can watch English movies which are useful for you and listen to songs and definitely talk to yourself on the mirror. That helps a lot. Talking to yourself in the mirror is like talking to somebody else in a different prospect.
Okay, thank you for the mark. Sir, honorable teachers, do you want to ask you any questions?